Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Decree or designate beforehand. The ultimate agency regarded as predetermining the course of events, often personified as a woman. An event, or a course of events, that will inevitably happen in the future. Your overall circumstances or condition in life, including everything that happens to you, deserved a better fate. Decree or designate beforehand. Indicate a place, direction, person, or thing, either spatially or figuratively. Give an assignment to a person, to a post, or assign a task to a person. Design or destine. Assign a name or title to. Appointed but not yet installed in office. Decree or designate beforehand. She was destined to become a great pianist. Design or destine. Pronounce a sentence on somebody in a court of law. Decree or designate beforehand. An unpleasant or disastrous destiny. Everyone was aware of the approaching doom but was helpless to avoid it. Make certain of the failure or destruction of. This decision will doom me to lose my position. The ultimate agency regarded as predetermining the course of events, often personified as a woman. We are helpless in the face of destiny. An event, or a course of events, that will inevitably happen in the future. Your overall circumstances or condition in life, including everything that happens to you. Your overall circumstances or condition in life, including everything that happens to you. A victim of circumstances. A person's financial situation, good or bad. He found himself in straitened circumstances. An unknown and unpredictable phenomenon that leads to a favorable outcome. It was as if fortune guided his hand. Your overall circumstances or condition in life, including everything that happens to you. Whatever my fortune may be. An unknown and unpredictable phenomenon that causes an event to result one way rather than another. A large amount of wealth or prosperity. An unofficial association of people or groups. They were an angry lot. Anything, straws or pebbles, etc. Taken or chosen at random. They drew lots for it. Often followed by of, a large number or amount or extent. A lot of money. Any collection in its entirety. Your overall circumstances or condition in life, including everything that happens to you. Has a happy lot. Administer or bestow, as in small portions. A parcel of land having fixed boundaries. He bought a lot on the lake. Divide into lots, as of land, for example. Old Testament, nephew of Abraham. God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah but chose to spare Lot and his family, who were told to flee without looking back at the destruction. An unknown and unpredictable phenomenon that leads to a favorable outcome. It was my good luck to be there. Your overall circumstances or condition in life, including everything that happens to you. The luck of the Irish. An unknown and unpredictable phenomenon that causes an event to result one way rather than another. Bad luck caused his downfall. An individual quantity of food or drink taken as part of a meal. His portion was larger than hers. assets belonging to or due to or contributed by an individual person or group. Something less than the whole of a human artifact. The allotment of some amount by dividing something. Money or property brought by a woman to her husband at marriage. Give out. Your overall circumstances or condition in life, including everything that happens to you. Success that was her portion. Something determined in relation to something that includes it. I read a portion of the manuscript. Order by virtue of superior authority, decree. The king ordained the persecution and expulsion of the Jews. Appoint to a clerical posts. He was ordained in the church. Invest with ministerial or priestly authority. The minister was ordained only last month. Issue an order. Any entity that produces an effect or is responsible for events or results. Any entity that produces an effect or is responsible for events or results. Any entity that produces an effect or is responsible for events or results. Give rise to. Cause to happen or occur, not always intentionally. Cause a commotion. A comprehensive term for any proceeding in a court of law whereby an individual seeks a legal remedy. Cause to do. Cause to act in a specified manner. A series of actions advancing a principle or tending toward a particular end. They worked in the cause of world peace. A justification for something existing or happening. He had no cause to complain. Events that provide the generative force that is the origin of something. They are trying to determine the cause of the crash. An event that happens. An instance of something occurring. A disease of frequent occurrence. An event that happens. An event that happens. Presently occurring, either causally or incidentally. Technical terms are rarely occurrent in literature. An event that happens. The procedure that is varied in order to estimate a variable's effect by comparison with a control condition. Develop a child's or animal's behavior by instruction and practice, especially to teach self-control. Specify as a condition or requirement in a contract or agreement. Make an express demand or provision in an agreement. The state of good health, especially in the phrases in condition, or in shape, or out of condition, or out of shape. A state at a particular time. A condition, or state, of disrepair. Usually plural, a statement of what is required as part of an agreement. The contract set out the conditions of the lease. An assumption on which rests the validity or effect of something else. Information that should be kept in mind when making a decision. A mode of being or form of existence of a person or thing. The human condition. An illness, disease, or other medical problem. A heart condition. Apply conditioner to in order to make smooth and shiny. I condition my hair after washing it. Establish a conditioned response. Put into a better state. He conditions old cars. New Testament. Day at the end of time following Armageddon, when God will decree the fates of all individual humans according to the good and evil of their earthly lives. An unpleasant or disastrous destiny. New Testament. day at the end of time following Armageddon, when God will decree the fates of all individual humans according to the good and evil of their earthly lives. An unpleasant or disastrous destiny. That's unfortunate, but it isn't the end of the world. Islam, the will of Allah. Islam, the will of Allah. Hinduism and Buddhism, the effects of a person's actions that determine his destiny in his next incarnation. Theology, being determined in advance, especially the doctrine, usually associated with Calvin, that God has foreordained every event throughout eternity, including the final salvation of mankind. Previous determination as if by destiny or fate. New Testament, day at the end of time following Armageddon, when God will decree the fates of all individual humans according to the good and evil of their earthly lives. An unpleasant or disastrous destiny. An unavoidable event. Don't argue with the inevitable. Incapable of being avoided or prevented. The inevitable result. Invariably occurring or appearing. The inevitable changes of the seasons. The capital and largest city of Rhode Island, located in northeastern Rhode Island on Narragansett Bay, site of Brown University. A manifestation of God's foresightful care for his creatures. The guardianship and control exercised by a deity. Divine providence. The prudence and care exercised by someone in the management of resources. An unfortunate state resulting from unfavorable outcomes. An unfortunate state resulting from unfavorable outcomes. An unfortunate state resulting from unfavorable outcomes. An unpredictable outcome that is unfortunate. If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. Unnecessary and unforeseen trouble resulting from an unfortunate event.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.